Good evening. Good evening again. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to our honorees, to our board, to the Interfaith Center staff, and to all of you, our guests. It is really terrific to be among you. Before I go much further, I want to stop for just a minute to honor now the memory and to celebrate the life of Barbara Slifka, someone of great importance to the Interfaith Center who passed away yesterday. She was an extraordinarily generous supporter, board chair of the Interfaith Center for a long time, someone who supported so many charitable causes across this city, cultural institutions as well, the New York City Ballet, Big Apple Circus, the Guggenheim, just to name a few. She was a loving supporter to us, a lifelong learner, and an exceptional, as James Parks Morton would say, an exceptional woman who will be greatly missed. May she rest in peace. For 28 years, the Interfaith Center has strengthened New York's civil society by catalyzing grassroots and immigrant faith leaders and their communities to address the city's greatest challenges together across faith traditions. For faith leaders and their communities, 2025 has been a year when old fears have returned and new challenges have arisen. What are these fears? They may be familiar. These are old fears of the newcomer who comes to the city with high expectations and great needs, fleeing often terrible circumstances. Will they overwhelm us? Will they drain us of our resources? Will they take our jobs? Will we forget that this is how so many of our forebears came here too? There are the old fears of the other group, the group that is not my group, the religious or ethnic group that is other, the group that looks down on me and my group, those who stereotype us or even hate us, those who won't see us as individuals, those with whom it is too dangerous to disagree. And finally, there is the fear that our houses of worship, our sanctuaries, are no longer places of safety. Says a faith leader, I cannot keep my people safe. In a house of worship, outside a school, on the way to work, when complying with my own government's instructions to check in. At the Interfaith Center, we have tried our best to address these fears, as we have done for almost 3 decades, with programs, partnerships, advocacy, and problem solving. To address the fears of the newcomer, we have supported over 100 houses of worship and faith-based organizations with technical assistance, with small grants to help them welcome new New Yorkers. We've hired amazing new staff, Danielle Williams here as our new Associate for Community Partners, and Koku Adem Toto, our first ever caseworker, working with the West African community and the mosques that support the new and migrant New Yorkers. We have done Know Your Rights training and divided people up into by zip code into rapid response signal chats, and held conferences with partnerships like New York Law School and the Faith and Democracy program with the League of Women Voters. Finally, our religious diversity trainings for educators at New York schools help dispel prejudice from a young age, and our cohort of Interfaith Civic Leadership Academy Fellows helps us build power. So these are the ways that we address the fears of faith leaders today, leaving us free to be the good neighbors that we know we have always wanted to be. Good neighbors that are what we are called to be by democratic process and by our faith traditions.